Hi, Debbie from Missio Cosmetics. Today we're going to be having a look at why vessel viscosity and volume is really important when we're selecting a tool to use for one of our products. Now, it doesn't matter whether we're using our 250p or our 250F, the same thing applies. The volume capacity for these is recommended up to 4 litres. Now please keep in mind that 4 litres, 4 kilograms is based on a low viscosity, so a viscosity such as water. It doesn't matter what equipment you purchase, when it says up to, that applies to a low viscosity, which in our case is water. Today our focus is going to be on our turbo agitator tool. I have 4 vessels in front of me. One has a capacity of 600 ml, one has a capacity of 1 litre, this one is 2 litres, and this one is holding 3 litres. We can see here already that your vessel size, the height, the diameter is going to have a direct correlation with the actual volume that you're going to be able to stir, because we have to take into consideration the shaft length. Now obviously in our 600 ml beaker at a water viscosity, not going to be a problem, and this is on speed 1. So we can see a gentle stirring action happening there. If we go to our 1 litre beaker, same thing, we're going to be able to stir that entire capacity there. So there on low viscosity, I increased the speed to it's around 1.5. Here we are on our 2 litre beaker. Now we can see here, this is where our turbo agitator tool is not going to reach the bottom. So that is something that we do have to take into consideration as well. However, being low viscosity of water, it is going to be able to agitate the entire volume that is in here. So there at 2 litres, and I did increase the speed of the turbo agitator tool. That was comfortably stirring 2 litres, and that speed was at around 2.5. Now here I'm moving across to the 3 litre capacity. We can see there that that's actually touching the base of the bowl. So in terms of capacity, we will have no problems being able to stir 4 litres, and in which case this is recommended for up to 4 litres. So there will be no issue in being able to stir up to 4 litres of water viscosity using your turbo agitator tool. So we can see there, even just on speed 2.5 at low viscosity such as water, that comfortably was able to stir 3 litres. So there is absolutely no problem being able to stir up to 4 litres with your turbo agitator tool. So now we're going to put our turbo agitator tool to the test with an increase in viscosity. So this beaker here, that has been, it's had an addition of 0.5% of xanthan gum. So we will start this on speed 1 and see how it goes. Okay, so I increased that over the time to 2.5. That actually stirs that kind of viscosity quite nicely. So if we have a look here, we can see that that's a viscosity that's really good for, say, a serum or a shampoo or a light lotion. This, the turbo agitator tool doesn't have a problem at that kind of viscosity. So you could absolutely do a greater volume than the 600 ml with the turbo agitator tool. Now our next viscosity in this 1 litre beaker, the viscosity has been increased to 1%, and that's quite a significant change from 0.5% through to 1% of xanthan gum, because xanthan gum does increase viscosity considerably. So we'll see how our turbo agitator tool goes. We will start at speed 1. Okay, so at 1% of xanthan gum, and as you can see, that is quite a viscous product. Yes, it will incorporate the entire volume, which is in the 1 litre. I had that up to about speed 5, but you will have to either move the beaker around or move your motor block around or up and down, just to make sure everything is incorporated. Can you use this for that viscosity at 1 litre? Yes, absolutely. Now we will try it at the 1.25% viscosity. I'm not going to do it for very long because I know that it's not going to like that volume. However, what we will be able to see is how it copes with that kind of viscosity, even if it is only at the surface. So we'll start it at 1. Okay, so at a viscosity of 1.25% xanthan gum, yes, it will mix it, yes, it will stir it. Will it do it at that volume? No. So if you were making an emulsion or something that had that kind of consistency of viscosity, yes, you could absolutely use this, but it would be at a lower volume. You could do, say, your 1 litre, but you definitely would not be doing your 2 litres at that kind of viscosity. Having said that, of course, our turbo agitator tool, it is a wonderful all-round tool. You just have to pay attention to the 3 V's, which is your vessel, your viscosity, and of course the volume that you are actually wanting to mix. And the most important thing is pay attention to the shaft length of the actual tool, because that is the height that you have. As I said, you could absolutely do 1.25% kind of viscosity in your 1 litre vessel. And remembering from our earlier test with our 4 litres of your very low viscosity product, absolutely no problem at all using your turbo agitator tool for that. So it is important to understand the viscosity of the product that you're making. It's important to understand the tool that you're going to be using to do the mixing and incorporation, and also paying attention to the motor block, because it will tell you if it's not liking what it's doing. You will feel it getting hotter. Now, the reason that I was using the P over the F is that a lot of people do actually begin with the P motor block. So I just wanted to show that yes, you can do it. Yes, it is possible. My preference for mixing and stirring will always be to use the F, because it is far more convenient. So if you have any questions, please do let us know, and please do share with us any products that you're making.